Wally, I can't believe I'm doing this intro because we actually got some negative feedback about our intro from a passionate listener that knows that he's going to listen anyway. But still...
and in fairness, he knows who he is. I said we shouldn't do it because I'm a big fan of him. But you just go, no, fuck it. We're doing an intro.
No, I didn't say that. I get my hands are tied because DT wants us to do an intro each week. But we've got the Honest Beers World Cup food group wrap up. We've got the new group, which is the booze group. Yep. You've got an honest list where you look at the best brothers.
Yeah, I do, which is good. We've got a heap more. Simon's Choice is an interesting one, centered around world sport.
DT's listed about his search history. Not the search that you would think.
Not the search that you would think.
And some sayings. We had some sayings that were really shit.
Yeah, we've worked out sayings are basically bullshit.
So if you weren't sure about listening, now you will. Tune in. Welcome to Honest Beers. My name is Leggy, and as always, I'm joined by Wally. How are you, mate?
I'm good, mate. Very well.
Looking nice in the kind of like a
feel good
type jacket.
Yeah, I guess it is. I don't know what you call it, but yeah, just
nice colour schemes with the maroon, and then the green, and then the maroon hat,
and then the white, and all that. Just works. There you go.
Yeah, it works well.
There you go. There you go.
Colours.
Mate, going well. I went for a run today.
Did you?
First one in ages. So I've decided I'm going to get back in to do a bit of the running again, and I've done. I think I've told you before. Just a 5.
Oh, just a 5?
Just a 5.
Just a 5?
Nice slow 5K. But what I've done, I've told you, no Strava, just music, and no timing. Just I go out and I run along a path near my house, and I go, that bridge and back, I know is 3, that is 4, and that is 5.
Don't reveal the locations because there'll be fans cheering
just everywhere. So I have basically, I think there's a 3, a 4, a 5, and a 7. So I have the points. I won't be doing more than the 7.
How many are you going to do a week?
I'm just going to do one run. I'm playing basketball now. Got my dad's pick up basketball comp. I'll do a run each week, and then I'll try and get in the gym as well.
Absolute fits, bro.
So I feel good. You forgot how good you feel afterwards.
I was going to throw to DT, but he's standing around going nuts over here. He's got a new desk.
He's got a Triple H t-shirt on. It's all happening.
The Triple H t-shirt's unbelievable. But he's standing. So the DDF crew, obviously, where we record, they've got a new sort of like
it's beautiful
production desk. It's so long. DT doesn't know where to sit.
Do you know what reminds me of at the moment? He reminds me of I reckon
reminds me of a fucking 12-year-old with his Triple H t-shirt on. To be honest,
that's a good tee. It's a good tee.
You know my wrestling views.
Question without notice: Triple H, where's he sit for your favourite wrestlers of all time?
Oh, probably 4th. Or 3rd, maybe.
Jeez.
John Cena's clear number 1.
Okay. Clear.
Yeah.
Nice. Who else? Give us the other 2 to get before we get to 4.
Where's The Rock go?
I'm not a big fan of The Rock.
No, fair enough.
Not a big fan of The Rock.
Stone Cold. I'm an Ultimate Warrior guy showing my age there.
Well, who is it?
Who's that? I like Shawn Michaels. He was good.
Oh, Heartbreak Kid. I loved Shawn Michaels, but I was a kid when I was watching it. But
I'm still a kid. Ric Flair up there as well. We can't get past that.
Wow. Woo! Yeah, Wonder Boy. Love it.
Mate, that's a great start, though, Wally running.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. It was good. Just so good to be back.
We had a great weekend.
Had a great time.
We had a great time Saturday. Shout out to the Brainy Brothers crew for looking after us on Saturday.
Yeah.
I felt part of... Okay, a few things here. Firstly, great hospitality at Williamstown. Plenty of Brainy beers consumed. 2, Williamstown got up. So 1-0 with Honest Beers in attendance. 3... Jack, your boy, had a great time.
They got him a jumper, got him his kit on. We also walked away with about a dozen balls.
We also brought our other son, AJ.
AJ,
Nudge. He had a good time as well. Got a little, maybe got a footy as well.
Yeah, it was good, mate. Honestly, it was a great day. Then, do you know what I did when we got home? I actually got home and took the dog for a walk, and my wife came. Took it with a couple of Brainy drafts on the walk. Felt a bit naughty, just walking the dog, having a beer. But then I was like, I don't think the cops are looking for me drinking in a park. I think we're safe here.
DT,
question without notice: was the Williamstown canteen good? If you went,
we had some hot dogs.
Yeah, hot dogs were fine. Hot dog chips, it was good. Yeah, I didn't see the canteen.
No, we didn't see it
as such.
Oh, you're behind the glass.
Steph from the crew, quite nicely.
They looked after
shouted us some food. We asked for a hot dog.
Yep, I like that.
I love a hot dog.
And some chips for Jack. So, no, but good. But I didn't. Next time we go in to actually explore what the options. I couldn't tell you what the options
are. Good. It's a good space. But I recommend getting down to Williamstown. Just get down to your local footy. Get down to your local
I'll tell you what you can do if you get down there. You get a good game of footy. There's a very insane home ground advantage with the win. So that Williamstown will always be a product that give you a chance. I don't reckon you're going to go to watch Williamstown and they're going to get smacked at home.
No.
And secondly, you've got Brainy beers to have.
So they have both tins and beers on tap.
Yep.
So you got both.
And good selection of beers as well. Like we had the midi, we had a lager. We sort of played around a little bit. Speaking of what you just said before about you and KP, my old man had some drafts over the weekend and big fan as well. So we're just starting to, more and more people.
The thing is, I know.
learn.
Look, yes, okay, we're partnering with them. That's one thing. But I'm telling you now,
Good
just
shit.
try. It's actually really, really good beer.
Yeah.
It's really. There is no way in the world we would have partnered with a beer brand that wasn't really good.
Well, you know what? I'm going to say this. Send us a DM, and the most creative DM you want to Honest Beers, whatever it is. You could tell us a conspiracy theory. It can be whatever it is, and we'll send the best one's going to get a slab.
All right, there you go. Done.
Just send it.
Done.
Just send it.
There you go.
I don't care about
So
T's
most
and C's.
creative, ridiculous DM that you send, we'll keep this up. Most creative, ridiculous DM you send, it could be about anything in the world.
Could be like that.
Could be about Stevie Wonder can actually see.
If you give us a good DM, we're going to give you the beers, and I guarantee you'll DM us back and say thank you for that. My life has changed.
Yeah, there you go. All right.
But shout out to Williamstown.
Amazing.
We just got to say as well, Sunday this week coming, we're going to be going to is O'Brien's Ice House?
Yeah, I believe so. We're going to the Ice House to watch the ice hockey. We're on a semi-professional sports tour.
Generational.
Semi-professional sports tour.
Yeah.
So I assume that's what it is.
It is.
It's called semi-professional.
And
the
then
VFL's semi-professional, not full professional.
well, I mean, there were professional athletes.
There is
around, though.
because obviously if you're not AFL, is the VFL? Would they have full time? That's a good question. I actually don't know.
No, I don't think VFL
VFL listed players would be semi-professional.
Yeah,
they'd be paid.
Yeah, because they'd have to work.
They'd have to
play,
work.
but they're still
Okay.
gonna work full time.
So, and then I'm assuming that the ice hockey teams that are playing at the Ice House are also paid semi-professional, but not full time.
I would imagine so.
Semi-professional tour. That's what we do.
So anyway, doing that Sunday. So we'll check back in, and we've got honestly sponsored by Brainy coming up, so we can go into that.
It's a good one.
Hawks won on Friday night.
Yeah, good win.
Good win on the road.
Good win on the
Take
road.
that. Good to see.
8 ball was awesome. Huge.
Good to see Damien Harbour complain at the umpires again.
That's just clockwork now, isn't it?
Yeah.
That is actual clockwork. Like it's just I don't know.
Do you remember a video we did a couple of weeks ago on TikTok, and we were picking our best team, and coach came up and you said the Suns, and I said he'll be the reason that they don't win the flag, and you said I was harsh. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I probably want a mulligan on that one, Simon.
That's all right. Before we get into the show, before we get into the Honest Beers World Cup, because we have a result for the food, and you're going to go through the booze group, I have a surprise for you.
Okay, talk to me.
I don't think you came across this over the weekend, so I'm hoping it's a proper surprise. But received an audio message from
Pizza Hut?
No, I don't know if we're that positive with them. Friend of the show, good friend of mine, good friend of ours, David Hunter, Dids.
Oh, wow.
Sent us this on Saturday while we were at Williamstown. And I think you're going to be pretty keen to hear it.
Boys, I'm just sending you a quick note. I'm standing in Springvale eating a banh mi from Bun Bun Bakery after years and years of Wally just raving about it, and it does not disappoint. Holy shit. This is as good as it gets. Shout out to the boys. This is fucking fantastic. Thank you, Wally. I'm in your debt.
I told you. You can't oversell this thing. If you like banh mi, go to Bun Bun Bakery in Springvale. Because it is, like, I know that there'll be so many people that go, I've got number one, and I'm sure there are other comparative ones. What I'm saying is if you have this, it will be on par or better than any other one you've had.
It just follow-up text with him. It was $10, and you reckon it's the deal of the century.
It is.
$10 for that.
I started going there when they were $4.
Yeah, well, obviously.
But and it hasn't been that long, like as long as you'd think. It wasn't. That wasn't like 20 years ago. So it's like, I reckon they're $4 or $4.50, but $10.
Yeah.
For the best banh mi you're going to get in Melbourne. And I always see it. Any rankings, anytime it comes up, it's the one that's always in the top 2 or 3 because everyone's got their fave and you always have a local one and that. Oh, that makes me so happy.
I've got some bad news, though.
What?
And that's going to segue us into the Honest Beers World Cup. I've got some bad news.
I know.
Vietnam's not going to the World Cup.
I know.
Well, they are. They were.
They're not going to the groups.
They're not going to the knockout stage.
They're not going through. Did they come third in the group?
Yeah, so we're going to go through this now. So number 1, no surprise, Italy. Not a huge shock. Number 2, and also going through to the next round, what I would have voted for, Mexico.
Yes, Mexico. Big up Mexico.
Mexico, yeah.
Number 3, in a very, very, very tight loss, was Vietnam. So unfortunately, their World Cup dreams over.
I feel like
stage.
I am responsible for an increased interest in banh mi.
You are.
I spoke about this with Jamison. I said I reckon I'm a driving force in Melbourne for more places having Jamison and more people drinking Jamison. I genuinely believe that. And
number 4, China, and number 5, Argentina.
I think
So don't cry for me.
Yeah, there you go.
So just to recap, Italy and Mexico go through. Unfortunately, Vietnam and the banh mi just misses out. And then China and Argentina were a long way back in 4th and 5th. I think we thought that... Well, actually, to be fair, I probably would have had China in the top 3, maybe. But
Argentina's like...
Argentina's stiff.
Steak.
I don't think people in Australia... Sorry, let me rephrase. I don't think everyone in Australia appropriately understand how good this steak is.
Yeah, it's up there. I think I've always said that Japan, Australia, and Argentina are the 3 best producers of steak in the world. The US have got some good areas, but just overall because of their size, like it gets a bit watered down.
Yep.
Like their Wyoming stuff's very good. Montana, I believe, is quite good. But like the beef that comes out of Argentina, Japan, and Australia consistently is just the best in the world.
So, without further ado, we've got to move on.
We do. It's exciting.
Food group is wrapped up. We now need to move on to the booze group.
Another group of death, to be honest, Simon. But as I said, the food gave us life.
It's booze, not beer. It's the
booze
group, right?
It's a booze group.
But there will be a nation in there for their beer.
There you go. And we're going to lead off with that. And no surprises. Ooh. Well, maybe it is a surprise. Our great nation could have gone into 3 categories. I don't think we were going to get the nod for food, DT.
No.
I don't think Pavlova or... Didn't we steal most of our foods from New Zealand as well anyway?
100%.
So my point is, I don't think we were going to get in for food.
Yep.
Modern Australian is basically a take on every other dish from every other country around the world.
100%.
So that wasn't going to happen. But Australian beers... As evidenced here, as we know about, like, we love our beers in Australia. So Australian beers are going in.
Great.
So Australia goes in for their beers.
There. Look at this. This is the reason why.
And they're absolutely outstanding. Another country that could have been in multiple... This country could have been in all 4 categories and was probably stiff to miss out on food, but we do love their whiskey. So Japan go in for their whiskey because we actually love their whiskey.
Big.
Shout out to Yamazaki.
That's huge. What else we got?
Where you got whiskey, you got to have Scotch, boys. Japanese whiskey is different to Scotch. I think Scotland's, like, we're talking about an iconic drink. Like Scotch, Scotland, there you go, you can have it. This is the thing, they're close, but both close to our
So the first 3 in this group are all actually part of the World Cup as well.
Are part of the World Cup. The next is not, but the last one is. Russia, vodka.
Oh.
So we're going to have a lot of vodka drinkers. Obviously, Russia famous for a number of different vodka brands that they produce.
Some good Australian vodka brands.
There is good Australian vodka brands.
I know that at the home.
There's Polish and French vodka brands as well.
Yes.
I think Grey Goose is French, isn't it?
It is French.
Belvedere Polish?
Yes.
Sounds right?
Yeah. Well, Grey Goose is definitely French.
It's got the little flag there. And then, like, every second vodka comes out of Russia. So Russia get the nod there. Their national drink too. And last, France for wines.
Of course.
So what we have is we have beers, we've got Japanese whiskey, we've got Scotch, vodka and wine. And we thought as a show, that sort of summed up all the booze categories.
I think that's all you can have.
And the other thing is I was going to get a bit fancy and go cocktails, but then what do? Who represents cocktails? Is that like Bahamas or something?
I'm surprised.
Like, a resort country?
I'm surprised you didn't have like where Jameson originated from as your whiskey choice.
Yeah, well, the only thing is that, I'm happy to, but we're just going to need something from them.
Oh, so they're okay.
No, because I did. No, because maybe I did actually with Jamison. There's all the categories you need. Yep. So you just got to wait and see.
So
Ireland's in it. Ireland's in the World Cup.
They'll be in it.
Ireland will be in the World Cup, and I thought
so they'll bring Jamison
rather than going one specific one
at the World Cup party.
Go, Jesus, fucking have we done the wrong thing here?
I don't know. I thought that you might, but then I guess Japanese whiskey as well. Look, I think you've done the right.
Have we done the wrong thing?
I don't know.
I don't know if this is the we situation here. I think this is you, Wally.
Yeah.
Is this
well,
ridiculous?
it's just that I know that you love, like Jamison's your most consumed whiskey.
Do we need to go back?
Jamison's your most consumed.
Do we need to go back and redo this? Like, seriously?
My only argument will be is that you will be able to find a spot for Japan later. I think.
Yeah, I reckon there's like a redraw. Like, do you know in the World Cup they got like the top 3 teams, like the third place can like go through still.
Lucky loser.
Maybe like that's what we can implement into this.
No, but Japan can just go in another group.
All right, this is why we're different to FIFA, because we can say we made an error and we're going to make a change.
Wow.
We're on the fly changing it. This is now the official World Cup group. And when we come to the category that the Ireland were nominated for originally, there will be an apology to that particular person or place that was nominated and now misses out on a World Cup berth. The official booze group is Australia for beer.
Yep.
Scotland for scotch. Makes sense. Russia for vodka. France for wine. And Ireland for Jameson.
Wow.
So there you go.
I'm so sorry to
Jamo.
all our Japanese
And
friends out there.
Yeah. No, but they're still in there. Japan had the luxury of being there for everything.
I actually think you could have got them in for food last week. And I reckon they could have progressed as well. So now they're going to have to progress in a different one.
Yeah, I'm excited to see where you put Japan.
Look, I would have had Japan ahead of Vietnam for food.
That's ridiculous, though. Like you can't. If I was gonna do it because it's technical cuisine, I probably would have removed Argentina. But the only thing is, Argentina was only going there for their food, and their steak was so good. That's the thing.
How'd that go? They finished bottom of their group.
They didn't even get a vote, I think.
Yeah, they're out.
All right.
Anyway,
Well, it's not perfect, boys.
so you're going back. So you just to confirm, you have gone back on your
Unlike
original
FIFA,
group.
I can admit I was wrong.
Well, that's going to be a good one for you to clip up, DT, because you're going to have to show it all, I reckon. You're going to have to show the outrage that goes on.
Watch Jamison top the group now.
Should we come up with a better... I know we can't do a top 5 poll, but do we need to come up with a better mechanic for how we get people to engage?
Oh, by the way, when I decided on 5 for each, I didn't realise you can only go to 4 in the
polls,
voting. Leave
That's
it.
what I'm saying,
We
yeah.
will come up with
We
a
need to
way
come
of
up
doing
with a
it.
better mechanic.
We've got to come up with a way of doing it.
Yeah, which just shows how organised we are on the show. Bonus list brought to you by Brainy Brothers, who they are, our friends over there who are doing such a good job, and potentially, Wally, potentially doing a little World Cup Friday thing for the Australia-Paraguay game that we may or may not
Yeah, stay tuned on that.
get
We don't.
to.
We actually don't know. We don't know.
Could
I
be a
know.
little drinks at one
Yeah,
of the
one
venues
sec,
that they
one
stock
sec,
at,
one
which will
sec.
keep you informed. But you've got a really good honest list this week
I'm really happy
because you want to touch on the top 5 brother combinations, right? Brothers,
Brothers,
in the
greatest,
history of anything.
Top 5 brothers of all
Sporting,
time. Oh, this
acting.
is a mishmash of a list, which I think is important. So,
Top 5 brothers brought to you by Brainy Brothers.
yeah, Brainy Brothers bring us the top 5 brothers of all time. All right,
Tony Brothers.
We're going to start
Yep.
with Charlie Sheen and Emilio Estevez.
Now,
now,
brothers
yeah,
like a half inch.
yeah, that's fine. That's
Okay.
fine.
So
that's fine.
we're happy with
Mate,
halfies?
there's bigger stretches than that as we go through. Like this is.
They don't even like each other though.
No,
do they?
they don't need to because
Okay.
individually you got the Mighty Duck Man himself,
Yes.
Emilio.
Yeah.
You've got him on one
Gordon
side,
Bombay.
and then on the other side you have a guy that went on a generational viral and
Yeah.
interview run that gave us.
Who's now somehow sober.
His number has. You tell me if this guy was. If we ever thought he'd get sober, I'm going to give you some of the quotes.
The fact he's alive is a shock.
I'm not bipolar. I'm bi winning. I win here and I win there, which is outstanding.
Yeah.
I got Tiger Blood, man. I
Yep.
love that. The only thing I'm addicted to right now is winning, which I think is great.
Yeah.
I love that he still said the only thing I'm addicted to right now. Like it's like, yeah, I'm fine.
Right at this second, but
But then one of the greatest lines of all time, which is, "I'm on a drug. It's called Charlie Sheen. It's not available because if you try it, you will die."
Yeah.
Have you seen the Charlie Sheen doco?
Yes. Yeah, I have.
So
Wild.
we are talking about one of the wildest, and because I was like, all right, I need some famous brothers, and when you start to go through it and you start to get into it, it's all very vanilla and playing like, oh yeah, they're great, they're both great actors, they're both great musicians. Like,
Yeah.
I could have come here and gone, okay, Oasis,
Yeah,
let's
that's
do
boring.
that. Yeah, you know what, they're great. Yeah, they're great. They're actually, I could have done that.
Yeah.
DT, but we want to be a little bit different, and that's why it sort of goes off a cliff here, guys. Number 4 are the Super Mario Brothers.
Fictional brothers.
Grew up playing, mate, this is worse. Grew up playing it, loved it, iconic, and love everything about it. Now Jack's into it and all that. But why I love the Mario Brothers and the story
Who's your
around the
favourite?
brothers. Luigi.
Yeah.
Anyway, essentially what we're dealing with here is a game where it's called the Super Mario Brothers, which would be if you're like your surname, like if it was sport, you might say the Kelsey brothers. You don't say the Travis brothers. So then they created this game. I think how this happened was it was probably a creator that goes, all right, we're going to call him Mario and we're going to call him Luigi. You know, they're Italian names. That'd be great. They're going to be Parma's Italian. Yeah, don't worry about stereotypes. Fine. It's the 80s. We can do this. And then they're going to go, what are you going to call the game? We'll call it Super Mario Brothers. But that doesn't make sense. No one's going to care. No one's going to give a shit. Great. Then what happened is later on, somebody goes, hey, how are they the Mario Brothers if his first name's Mario? And so Nintendo put out a release years later and goes, because their surname's Mario, so his name's Mario, Luigi Mario, which I always fucking loved. Because it's just like, you just don't care. You're just going, hey, we came up with something in the 80s. Now it doesn't make sense, so we're just going to tell you this. Anyway, so Super Mario Brothers.
Love it.
There you go. We'll try and recenter us a little bit here. I had to include a set of sporting brothers.
Okay.
The Dacos brothers, yep.
Wow, it's funny you mentioned that. So I got the Mannings and the Kelseys in the NFL. Got the Gasols and the Currys in the NBA. I was tempted because I just love Steph. You know that.
Bit of a reach.
The Klitschko brothers in boxing, which is huge. And I was like, okay, well, let's look a little closer to home. AFL is huge. So what in AFL you got, I put a heap down. You had the Maddens, the Danahers, the Materas. Oh, no, not
the Ablets.
not at all. The Corns, the Cornses. Okay.
And
then
the Wakelins are better than the Cornses.
There's no way.
Chad was
Chad and Kane.
Kane's a glorified tagger.
Yeah, Kane played how many games, Simon?
300. I reckon the Wakelins you'll find played a lot of games.
No. Remember when he told on Tony Lockett to the tribunal and broke? He was the first one to ever do it.
Yeah,
and remember when Alistair Lynch nearly popped the other one's head off?
04.
I reckon. I'm just saying. I don't reckon the Corns were that.
Yeah, I don't. No, not for me.
Okay.
The Wakelins. Anyway, but good on. He was a premiership player for you.
No, the Port Adelaide one was.
Port Adelaide.
Darryl, I think it was. Shane played.
Yeah, Shane played for Collingwood.
Yeah. Okay, so more recently, Dacos and the Ashcroft brothers.
Yes,
so all of that,
yes,
but I thought we've got to go with an Australian. But I thought I'll avoid footy in that. I think that the greatest sporting brothers for us that grew up in Australia are the Wars.
Yeah,
Steve and Mark Waugh. I know how much you love Mark Waugh. Mark Waugh is one of the best batsmen we've ever seen. He's not the best player in the family. Yep. Collars up for
half
Mark.
hour.
So
how
just
good.
there you go. Mark Waugh half hour.
Yeah, missed that.
Mate, that was a lot of fun playing cricket with Mark Waugh half hour. So Mark and Steve Waugh, they come in at number 3.
Yep.
Number 2 are the Step brothers.
Oh, unbelievable. I love this.
Well, technically not brothers and not real people.
Wow.
Brennan and Dale are the absolute most iconic brotherly duo of all time.
I agree with
And
that.
there's so many. You could go. I want to get some quotes. So there was one I was thinking of that I think is underplayed. And I found a site with the top 50 quotes. This wasn't even in it. That's how good this movie is. There was 50 different quotes. And I was like, all the ones, we know all the quotes, and you just go through it. But the one thing I loved from this is when Dale is in therapy and he's talking to the therapist, and he's like, he goes, tell me about what you're doing. He goes, I work at a college as a janitor, even though I feel like I'm smarter than everyone else. And, sometimes I see an equation on the whiteboard and I just, go figure it out. And then he goes, this sounds like a lot. This sounds like the plot of Good Will Hunting. And it's just like, it's just so fucking stupid. Or when Brennan in the car is talking about, he goes, where do you go to school? And she goes, went to Johns Hopkins. He goes, I smoke pot with Johnny Hopkins.
You didn't even know Johnny Hopkins.
It's like,
Why do I think that DK knows every line?
It's my favourite comedy of all time.
In year 9, we used to quote that every single day at school. It was unbelievable.
Can I just say, so Darryl Wakelin, 261 games, and Shane played 252.
That's great.
Can you guys remember at Gather Round we met one of their sons when we were blind at that bar on the Saturday night? Do you remember that kid that was there and he said he was either Shane or Darren's son?
Oh, well, maybe they are good because we got around him.
He was a great fella. Came up to us. Big fan of your work.
Maybe Wakelins are better than Corns.
Well, I think they are. I actually genuinely reckon.
We'll put it to the community what they think.
Yeah.
Maybe the Wakelins are better than Corns.
I think so.
I do joke. I mean, they were obviously. I didn't realise they played that many games.
Played 300 games.
I joke because I remember. You remember?
Was Shane at Freo beforehand?
No.
He was at. Where was he before?
So well, Darryl was at Port in the Sandful, then St Kilda, then back to Port. And Shane, I'll get that up now. I don't think he was at. No, he was the same. Port Adelaide, Sandful, St Kilda, but then the Page. Played 158 games for the Pies.
Yep. Niche.
There you go. Well, there you go. Oh, very good. All right, we're on. We're on with the. We're back on the Wakelins. Are the Wakelins better than the Corns?
I think they are. Again, hit the dams. Let us know.
I think you'd rate.
As a collection, I think.
Okay, because
Chad was a better
I think
player.
everyone would agree in that discussion that Chad's probably the best player.
Yes, I
Chad
agree.
was a defender that nearly won a couple of Brownlowes.
Chad was really good.
Didn't he come runner-up twice or top 3
Don't
times?
know about
He definitely came runner-up once. Fucking crazy. It was like a centre-half back from memory. All right, and number 1, best brothers of all time, of course. Brady Brothers! Yeah. Got to look after the sponsors, boys. And I tell you right now, it's that simple. If you brew beer this good and you're on a show called Honest Beers, you have to be number 1.
Yeah, I agree with that.
They're bloody, Dale and Brennan's stiff, but
Very stiff. The Wakeland stiff.
the
as well.
Wakeland's stiff.
But no, I agree.
I kind of want to go back and put the Wakelands in now. You made a case.
Yeah.
But Mark and I think they'd be okay losing to Mark and Steve Waugh.
Yeah, I mean they're actually.
I think they'd be just okay with it in general. I don't think they even know we exist. That's fine.
Didn't want to put the chapels in there as well.
No, because Trevor's a dickhead.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I don't think he was instructed to do it by Greg, wasn't he?
Is Greg the biggest
I think
dickhead of
Greg's a
them?
dickhead. Yeah.
They kind of all.
Yeah, they're all. Yeah,
They're kind of. They're just.
I'm not a
Yeah.
big fan of. There's a lot of like older Australian players I can't really get around,
Yeah.
and they're definitely. Fuck, we've gone so far off track.
Can we just get people to send in their best or their favourite stepbrothers quotes as well?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what we need. We need favourite stepbrother
leave
quotes.
DT to look at those.
Yeah. Oh, I might even watch it tonight. Actually,
Yeah,
it's
you
an
should.
all-time
As
classic.
you should.
I love it.
That was great. Shout out to the Brady Brothers again. Thanks for sponsoring that segment. Wally. Actually, no. You know what? I'm gonna change it up. I'm gonna go to DT. I was gonna do Simon's Choice, but
Nah, too much, me. More DT.
let's go DT.
It is a factual list, but it's not even World Cup related, not sport related. It's going to be.
Yeah.
It's going to be about my Spotify Wrapped from last year.
I was about to say.
I'm glad it's that search, and not another search of yours.
So I want you guys
The
to
other one
guess.
would probably be easier.
I
You got
want
your VPN on DT?
What do you reckon the first search would be?
Pete, no.
Yeah.
I want you guys to guess my top 5.
Podcast host, podcast producer. Oh, I've lost it.
That's good.
Studio after dark.
So back on track. Spotify Wrapped. I want you guys to guess my top 5 most listened to artist in 2025.
We got to throw some at you.
Yeah. Taylor Swift.
No.
Ed Sheeran?
No.
Thank God.
Justin Bieber.
No.
Linkin Park.
No. My number 1 is rap.
Okay. Jay-Z.
No.
Kendrick Lamar.
No.
Biggie, Tupac.
No.
Eminem.
Yeah.
Okay,
White boy,
Eminem. That
such
makes
a white
sense.
boy
That
choice.
checks out.
What about like
Machine Gun Kelly.
Number 3.
Oh my God.
fuck?
Is Kid Rock in there, man?
No.
Okay, well, give us another genre, or is it all rap?
No.
A band that everyone hates but secretly loves.
Nickelback.
Number 2.
Yeah.
So
so
we've,
wide.
sorry, wait, can I just,
It's
guys?
so-
Eminem, Nickelback, and Machine Gun Kelly. Jesus, it's like trailer trash white. Oh, Mac Miller.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is all making perfect sense. And then, is the last one a singer or a band?
A band. Australian.
Silverchair.
No.
ACDC.
Oh, Temperature.
ACDC.
Oh,
Yeah.
ACDC.
wow.
Okay, so we have gone DT, Eminem.
Eminem, Nickelback,
Nickelback.
Machine Gun Kelly, Mac Miller, ACDC.
Wow.
Nickelback.
Remind me never to go in your car. Or if I do, you're not controlling the Spotify. Simon's Choice.
Simon's Choice. All right, so this
Straighten
week,
us up after that.
yeah, just straighten us up. Now this is going to be nice and bang bang. This is quick. What I did is with the World Cup on, I thought we'd talk about events and world events and something we've done before, which I wanted to put a spin on, which we all know, like, you know, in sporting parlance of the start bench cut.
Yes.
Okay, but I want to do this differently. These are world events,
Yep.
and there's 4 different categories, and we'll run through, and it's a nice quick one of watch live, watch on TV, don't watch.
Okay.
Live TV, not at all. So the first one is we're going to start with world football because it is the World Cup. You got 3 events: World Cup final, Champions League final, but Chelsea are playing in it.
Oh.
World Cup knockout game that the Socceroos are playing in. Obviously, we're not in the final. So a final between 2 neutral nations, Champions League final with Chelsea, which is your team, and a World Cup knockout stage. So not just a group game, we're knockout, like round of 16, whatever it is, game with the Socceroos playing.
I got to go with the club as my, like, as in So what were the options?
live
As in,
on
there.
TV, and you can't watch it.
So live for the Chelsea game.
Chelsea,
Socceroos TV, and then the final without any interest in Australia. I mean, I still would watch it if it.
Yeah, it was on.
If that's the option. You have
Interesting.
to. Yep.
All right, we move on to global events.
Okay.
Got 3 here: the Masters,
Oh,
Wimbledon final, and the men's 100-meter sprint final at the Olympics, which I actually think is a really cool event.
yeah. So bucket list is Masters to attend. So I have to be there for that.
Good, great broadcast coverage too.
It is.
Masters
It is.
great
Oh,
to
yeah, it's
watch
one of my
on TV.
favourite to watch. But I've watched
Gotta
it
go
every year.
there.
I now need to go.
Yep.
I'm actually going. Oh, you know what? I'm going to go with I'm going to attend the 100-meter sprint. Watch live the 100-meter
Watch it,
sprint,
yep.
and then I'm going to have to turf Wimbledon. Mainly because I'm not interested in tennis at the moment. Like
Nah.
the athletes aren't that. Like it's not. I hate saying it's not Federer and Nadal, but it isn't, right? It's not. It's pretty.
So the
meh.
thing with that one, that was tricky because
Fucking
all three
Zverev
of
just won a Grand Slam.
all
Like,
three of
no.
those would be heavily elevated by being there.
Yes.
So they're like the gap.
Yeah.
Like being at the Wimbledon final versus on TV would be. I've been to Wimbledon, not to the final or anything, but just on a court. It's such a bizarre. It's different. It's different going to the Australian Open. It's smaller. It's more intimate. The grass courts, all of these things that make it quite an incredible experience.
I love an event that's over. Like, so for instance, some of the best events I've been to were being at the Melbourne Cup and being at the Everest. I feel like being at the 100-meter sprint, even though it's over in 9.8 seconds.
amazing.
That
The
build
warm-up.
up, the warm up, walking out,
incredible.
the announcements of the athletes.
But I'd probably the same. You don't want to miss it. You can't miss it. It's the biggest 10 seconds
Yeah.
every 4 years.
It's all I watch
It's
at the
incredible.
Olympics, basically.
Yeah.
That and the basketball.
Bit of swimming.
Not, yeah.
Maybe not.
Okay, swimming, respect, but geez, the athletes are hard to like.
Yep, fair enough. All right, US sport. You can go, or you can watch, you can do this. Super Bowl, NBA Finals, March Madness.
That's easy for me. It's all in that order. I'd go to the Super Bowl, I'd watch the NBA Finals, and I have, I don't have a heap of interest in college.
Yeah.
I'm sure the atmosphere would be
Oh.
great, but I don't care for it. I don't care.
I reckon I might go to March Madness.
Well, you've been to a Super Bowl.
Yeah,
I
and then we'll
I've
then
been to
we'll
plenty
watch
of
the
NBA
Super Bowl
as
and miss
well,
the
but-
NBA Finals. All right, I don't know. All right, last one is AFL. Gather round, neutral AFL Grand Final, Saints Final.
Oh, I've got to go to the Saints final. I've got to watch the grand final, and then
That means you gather round against the arse.
it does, but it's only like round 5 or whatever, right? So there's
Yeah,
not,
but the thing is, this is the whole
but
thing.
I have to go. It's a really tough one, but I have to go to the Saints final. Like, would you choose gather round over a Hawks final?
What final is it? Like prelim?
It's not a grand final.
Yeah, yeah.
It's definitely not a grand final. But the thing is that
Okay, if it's a first week of finals, I'll choose gather round over.
you
it.
can
If it's
still
a prelim,
watch.
I'll choose
You
the
can
Saints.
still watch the Saints game on TV, and we do that a lot with interstaters. I'm there is nothing
Because
that's
you're not gonna-
stopping me from going to gather round.
Yeah, so you have to attend because you're not going to watch gather round.
No,
right?
you're not.
So it's either you attend or you.
You don't, and that's why I put it in there. I'm attending gather round. I'm watching the Hawks final on TV, and then I'm missing the AFL Grand Final that year, and
Yeah, okay.
I will
yeah.
pass the pillow test every year.
I just don't
that.
know when my last Saints final will be though.
Well, and that's why it's harder
or
for you.
when my next one will be.
I agree with passing on the AFL Grand Final. Like, if you look at the last 10, there's only really been two good ones.
Every couple of years, it's okay.
Sydney
Yeah.
seemed to find a way to fuck it up. Anyway,
Yeah, probably again this year.
yeah, we'll wait and see. So yeah.
Great.
Yep.
That was
All right,
huge.
that's it. Hey, question without notice. If you guys had, is Freo Sydney your grand final if you had to pick?
No.
At the moment, who do you reckon, DT?
Freo, yes.
Freo's going there, aren't they?
Yeah, I just feel like if they get the home games at Optus, which they
They're
should.
going to.
Yeah, just is based on form, Freo Sydney, but I feel like Sydney might stuff it up.
Yep. What do you reckon?
You asked this on Saturday, and my answer was Freo yes because of that,
Yep.
and then I said one of Geelong, Brisbane, or Hawthorn.
It's going to be Freo Hawthorn. There you go.
You know, Gold Coast might be out of the wild card after this week. They've got Freo.
Yeah, if they lose that, jeez.
They'll be out of the wild card.
Good. Pies are
Good.
coming.
We're coming, mate. We're coming.
Pies are coming.
Shouldn't have spent all that time antagonising my boy Guinea. Come up and
I think the bigger issue is probably Damien Harbuck. I just love having to do with him. This is a random segment, but we, well, most of our segments are pretty random. But we were chatting in the WhatsApp today, the Honest Beers WhatsApp, and there was a few audio messages going back and forth, and you basically. Your audio message kind of went nowhere, and you said to us that I'm sorry, but audio messages aren't my one word.
Yeah,
And-
I'm really battling with him.
and then
I haven't got
proceeded
him off.
proceeded to say that one wood is a saying that makes no sense, and then thought, what are some other sayings that make no sense?
So-
So we've gone and basically both gone away and
Yeah.
come up with some. Do you want to open the batting?
Yeah,
I'll send through some.
I
other shit
will.
as well.
So basically, what I thought, do you know what? Using your one wood,
Yep.
whose driver is the best club in their bag apart from Rory McIlroy and Tiger Woods? Like, and even
Yeah.
Tiger's got better shots than that. Like,
It's not many players.
do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like outside of Rory and Bryson DeChambeau, or a couple of others that
Dustin
can
Johnson
just
back in the day,
like
hit
do you
a-
know.
hit a long ball.
It's not the one wood isn't. You know, mine. I'd be like me. So I think I said to you my 7-iron. I reckon that's my best club.
Oh, 7 for me as well. It's always
yeah,
been.
yeah.
Yeah, seven or the wedge. One of the
And then,
wedge.
and then it got me thinking about another golf term. You know, when you're not performing well, they go you're below par. I was a bit below par. It's like, yeah, that's good, right?
That's a good thing, right?
That's a good thing. But
Yeah,
when
I've
you say it like that, it's a bad thing. So then I went down a rabbit hole.
Yep.
And I jumped onto Reddit and a number of other websites.
Yep.
And I got some crackers. When you find something and someone says it's always in the last place you look, yeah, no shit, because you stop looking. So that's a stupid saying, oh, it's always in the last place you look. Yeah, well, because I stopped fucking looking.
Yeah.
It can't not be in the last place you look. Even if it's the first place, it's still the last place. Stupid. Next one. Taking a shit. This one got me. Where are you taking it? Where doing a shit, leaving a shit in the toilet. Yeah, taking a shit means it
That's
implies
good.
that you
I've
are
never thought about
taking
that.
it somewhere.
Yeah. Wow, the person that did it out the front of my house.
They didn't take it.
No,
They
well,
left it.
yeah, you know, it was there like a week later.
I know.
So it might still be there.
Rules were meant to be broken, and then I saw this online in caps. It goes, "No, they are not." That's literally the exact opposite of what rules are for, and it was in all caps. So, but
Can you just go, who do you reckon the type? I feel like I can't narrow it down, but who's the type? There's a type of person that would say rules are meant to be broken. It's always like in a movie. It's always like the seedy kind of like rules are meant to be broken.
right, yeah, it is. Yeah, rules are meant to be broken. Yeah, exactly
Says
right.
The person
Trust me.
that breaks rules because
Absolute seedy baby. But the comments on some of these sites got me, and I loved it. So there was one that someone said, "Fool me once" wasn't a great quote, and then just the next thing is a dude dropping like literally all the J. Cole lines from No Role Models about "Fool me once" and all that. So that went, but then. And I had to share this because I absolutely love this. This is where some bloke suggested that quiet as a mouse was bullshit because they're not exactly quiet. He goes, quiet as a mouse is not true, which was followed by a comment from somebody saying, I disagree. I've worked with mice, rats more, but mice too. They are very quiet unless you are messing with them. They squeak and bite, but default is quiet. What the fuck's going on there?
Was that on Reddit?
Yeah, it's so good.
Fucking hell.
Anyway, so I went, and you could, what I did realise is that there was dozens and dozens. Most sayings are BS.
Well, firstly, you
Yeah.
can't have your cake and eat it too.
Yeah, I saw that, yeah.
Like,
What do you got it for?
Well, it makes no sense because eating the cake is the whole point of having it.
Yeah,
So,
explain that to me.
apparently, the original, more logical version was you can't eat your cake and have it too.
So, in other words, once you've eaten your cake, you no longer have it.
Which makes sense. But it's,
Yeah.
it's
But why would you want it? Why would you want food in your kitchen that you like?
that makes no
It's to
sense.
be eaten. It's stupid.
Another one here, which I've never understood, is break a leg.
Yeah,
I was going to say that.
I don't
understand
get
how-
it.
I've never understood it.
It's a theater thing, but
It's a
they're
theatrical
different type of
superstition,
people.
but yeah,
mate.
they're different type of
I can't
things.
understand it.
One that I actually like is beat around the bush. So it means, obviously, as we know, it means to avoid getting to the point. But apparently it comes from an old hunting tactic where beaters would hit the bushes to flush out birds rather than going straight for the target. So it actually makes sense. So that's a good one.
Yeah, nice.
And then the last one, raining cats and dogs. I just like, even if you're alluding to the fact that it's heavy rain, I don't understand how it can rain cats and dogs.
Yeah, no, I'm with you.
Oh, but you know, actually, it
So
says,
most sayings are bullshit.
says,
is what
while
we've
it sounds
found.
wild, some theories suggest it originated in medieval cities where heavy rains would literally wash stray, deceased animals through the flooded, poor drainage streets. We're ending on a pretty low note there. That's pretty grim. But anyway, there's some really bad ones. Head over heels is another one that's pretty lame.
Well, isn't that like? Yeah. Anyway, I'm not even going to entertain it.
No,
I was going to try and justify it, but let's be honest. Most sayings just not worth it.
Agreed.
I was going to say, what about cat got your tongue? Like, why is it a cat?
Yeah.
That's a good one. Like, it's a good example of a shit
Caught
saying.
kissing a cat.
Basically, can we just we don't need cats involved in this stuff.
You're not a cat guy.
Oh, are you?
No. In fact, I was actually chatted to Ash about this.
Who's a
she
cat
was like,
guy?
She was like, if you were a cat guy, I'd have the biggest ick, and I totally agree. You would.
Imagine a guy being a cat guy.
Yeah, and they've got a little name for it, and yeah.
You got the
Like,
cat-
I
you got the
understand
cat
if
man.
people aren't dog people or if they've got a cat. Like, don't get me wrong. No issue with having cats.
Yeah, not saying yeah.
You
but
can have a
if
cat. I
you're
had a cat when I was young. It's fine. But I'm saying being an actual
Cat
cat guy,
guy,
like, you
yeah.
know, being a dog person, being a cat person is different.
Yeah, agreed.
Not, yeah, I don't know.
You got any cats, DT?
No, I'm not a big cat guy.
Good for you,
Just in case there's a chance that there's a potential.
Anyone else we
lady
need to
listening
offend
this show.
before we jump off eggs?
I got nothing else. Anyone else got anything?
No.
No,
How many brain cells do you reckon the listeners lost during this
All of
episode?
them?
Yeah, if you have any left. If you have any left, we've got a competition. DM us. If you've got any fucking brain cells left, DM us something creative and we'll give you a slab.
Yeah, we're going to give you a slab. We're going to give away a slab of Brainy. Your choice.
Yeah, tell us what you want. Stout, mid, lager, draft, or pale ale. Whichever one you want.
What would you take?
I would take the draft.
I'd take the draft as well, or this time of year, the stout would be good in winter.
Steve
Oh,
Stout.
I was going to say wrong answer. It's all of them.
Oh, yeah, very good.
You
detail.
can do the mix.
Can
yeah.
do a mix. I don't know. I think that's just for us. I don't know if they do that for everyone.
Yeah, maybe not. I've got.
I feel like they just give us the.
Well, we got one in here, and I got one at home. That's the mix. But I've also got the.
I just keep one in the back of the car in case I get thirsty.
Little Lesky in the back.
That's getting cut.
Nah, keep it.
Fucking oath it
Keep
is.
it in there.
No way.
Keep it in there.
Fuck
That's
you.
staying in. That's staying in.
No way.
Keep it in. All right. Fucking hell. We've got to go. We had too many brainies in this episode. All right. Wally, you've been great. I think. Go, Saints.
Go Hawks.